All right. Before you got your drinks and before you set your butts in seats, you were rudely interrupting my tale. It's a tale of mystery, a tale of intrigue, a tale of missing boats. One in particular. You've managed to sit through the tale of how I lost dear Gertrude. Now hark and listen to the tale of how I found her again. Don't you worry, Grizz. I'm one of the best trackers you'll find on this river. Once I set my eye on something, I never lose sight of it. Now, where did that smoke go?
It looked pretty close to the shore. Stands to reason if we follow the river, we'll stumble upon something.
Stumble upon something, she says. Think of the Errant's call, Grizzle. An Errant never stumbles upon adventure. They seek it out. They reach out and grab life by the tail. As if I could get caught by surprise anyway. Why, I remember one time I paved a new road outside Denvorn Province. No easy task hauling anchor shrines out, and no easier dealing with those stuffy classicists hollowing the shrines.
Stuffy classicists, eh?
Well, I don't mean... they looked like they'd never stepped outside a hedge in their lives. But that's besides the point. While laying down the road, we came to learn of a fire cat in some nearby caves. Have you ever had to out-track a fire cat? You have to be pretty sharp to stay one step ahead of those monsters.
Yes, seeking out, never stumbling. True wisdom. And what a wonderful display of an errant training regimen. Yes, hanging upside down with your feet bound in a trap keeps the body nice and limber.
This is no time for jokes, woman. Perhaps if I wasn't distracted by all your pestering, I could have avoided it. Now cut me loose.
Let's see. Sturdy fibers, strong weaving pattern. Oh, my, a hunter's net, and a quality one at that. What was that about staying one step ahead of the monster?
I know what I said, and this is nothing like the last time. Just cut me down. I swear on my ancestors, when I find out what low-down, fish-brained, barnacle-headed oaf laid this trap...
Ha! You're mine now, bone boar. Oh, ancestors beyond. You're not a bone boar.
Of course I'm not a bone boar, you daft creature.
Oh, I understand your confusion. The smell.
I heard that.
Who are you? What are you two doing sneaking around in the woods?
My dear, where are my manners? I am Sister Grizzle, classicist of the Iron Doctrine and student of the Book of Lore. My companion here is Orland...
Orland Bluewater, greatest captain this river has ever seen.
Not so good on dry land, though, I see.
Now see here.
Only fooling. I ain't never seen a river captain in my trap before.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy.
Oh, ancestors. Of course. Let me cut you down.
Oh, God. Oh, ancestors.
My dear, you must tell me about these marvelous ropes you've woven. In 50 years of errantry, I've never seen the like.
Your errants?
Aye, whoa, my head, whoa. Aye, errants of the ways margin, questing wherever our hearts take us, righting wrongs and fighting injustice wherever we find them.
Ways wisdom. I'm Kitzel. It's an honor to meet you. What brings you to these parts?
Nothing, really. It's not worth getting into.
My sweet Gertrude was stolen from me. We are on the trail of the villain who claimed her as his own. I shall not rest until I can hold her in my embrace once more.
Stolen? Ancestors, that's awful.
It was a cruel twist of fate that led us to this moment. But what is an errant without errantry, eh?
I should say so. How exciting. To be off on an adventure to find your one true love.
It's a boat.
Oh.
Details. Our reputations precede us, I'm sure.
Oh, well, we don't get much in the way of errants in Hunter's Bay, but I'm sure someone's heard of you. You are errants, after all.
Yes, it's a glamorous life, Kitzel girl. And we would be happy to regale you with our tales of heroism over, say, a pint of ale or a place to lay our heads.
Shameless.
Well, we can go to my village. It's just past this bend in the river here. And to make up for catching you in my trap, the first round at the Pampered Cow's on me. Bertram, the bartender's an old friend of mine. I'm sure he could find you a room.
I always forget she caught you in that trap.
Oh, it was very amusing, him dangling there like a fish on the line.
What did I say about interrupting?
Sorry.
Anyway, that sister of yours led us through a real thicket. We fought off swarms of deadly pine hornets, defended against a pack of snarling howlers, and narrowly escaped a murder of murderous quill crows. No interruptions. Now then, when we entered this fine tavern for the very first time...
Another spit of a village between here and nowhere. And what's that smell?
Smell? Oh, could be the tannery? Or it could be all the songbirds. We've had a whole flock round here for months. Their nests have a right musty scent. Guess we're all used to it by now. Some people even take them in as pets.
A whole flock of golden songbirds? Peculiar.
I suppose. Anyway, welcome to the Pampered Cow, my favorite spot in town. Bertram, around for my friends.
And weren't you paying for the rounds from last week? You and your hunter pals made a right mess of the place.
Aw, come on, Bertram. We helped you clean up. And besides, real promise to be on our best behavior next time.
Fine. I owe you for the week before anyway. Just promise me your new friends won't wreck the place.
Hunter's honor, friend.
That's what I'm worried about.
So anyway, where was I? Yes. She was beautiful. A mast as tall as an oak tree and sturdy as a redwood. Her hull a dark cherry red. And when her sails were unfurled, she glided along the water like a swan. And twice as pretty.
She sounds really nice.
It was okay.
She was my one true companion. Let us raise a toast in her honor.
Keep up, young Hans. Quit dawdling by the doorway. We need to take accounts of the pelts we're shipping out to Farwater Beach. I'm convinced that dim-witted dockmaster is cheating us.
Yes, of course, Elder Marta. I'll review the ledgers again, and as soon
Food,
as
boy,
we
get
return...
me some food. What passes for it in Bertram's larder?
Yes, of course.
Hey, brother, come see what I've dragged into town.
Are you Errants?
Sure are. Allow me to introduce my new friend.
Kitzel? What are you doing bringing people like this into our village? No offense.
None taken. Boy.
I rescued him.
Rescued? Why, I was almost free of that trap when you showed up. You just loosened the ropes. Really.
As if your hunter friends weren't bad enough.
Brother!
Bad enough? What's the matter? You never met an errant before?
When it comes to it,
I say we're the last line of defense in these dark days. Ever since the Elder King went missing, it's been lawlessness up and down every river and forest road.
The last errants to come to Hunter's Bay wanted to rob us blind. Funny thing about the errant's call, it doesn't say anything about doing good with all that freedom.
It's implied.
Well, sister, just mind the company you keep. And keep them out of council business. Elder Marta has an important meeting with the captain, and I must see that it goes smoothly.
A bit of a pill, that brother of yours.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's gotten into him. He really hasn't been himself lately.
Not to worry, young one. No offense was taken, and we sure do make a motley crew. One would do right in casting a weary eye at people as rough and tumble as old Grizz and I. Come. Now is not a time to worry at troubles. Now, about that toast to my Gertrude.
Marty, so good to see you. Have I got a surprise for you?
Captain, you know better than to address an elder so informally.
Quiet, Hans.
Yes, ma'am.
Captain, please, come sit. I've had a meal prepared for us. Hans, bring the drinks.
Oh, you're too kind, Marty.
I am too kind. I have been cleaning up after you and your guards for the past month. What are you going to do about all of these complaints I receive about your guards beating the citizens?
Well, I'm going to add a boat to our shipping fleet.
And where do you plan to find the coin to finance that?
Oh, you misunderstand me. I commandeered the boat this morning. It's rough around the edges, but I expect it to increase our shipping capacity by, 20%.
Ah, Captain, your resourcefulness continues to keep you barely within my good graces.
Here are your plates. Elder Marta, this one just came out of the oven for you. And here are your drinks. Oh!
What are you doing, you spineless little nosebleed?
Captain, I am so sorry. Please, let me help
Keep
wipe
your
your
hands off. You've already done enough
That's
damage.
the fiend what stole my boat.
Yes, he looks familiar.
Familiar? I have him dead to rights. I'll never forget the face of that fiendish.
My. To think you two river rats managed to scurry into my village.
Why, you? What have you done with my Gertrude, you elf-skinned mole rat? If even one rope is out of place, why, I'll...
You'll what? Fight all my guards? Dismantle the village council? Please. You have no power here. If you have a grievance, take it up with the elders. I'm sure they'd be happy to hear you out.
Oh, Captain, what have I told you about leaving behind unfinished business? I don't have time for this. Finish up, whatever this is, and have that new boat ready to ship out by morning.
Have you no honor? That boat is mine by rights, and I'll take it back. By force if need be.
I don't care. Come, Hans, we have much to do.
Now hold on, Marty. He still owes me his pound of flesh for staining my new uniform.
Get your hands off my brother!
Kitzel, no!
A single finger may be weak, but I got a whole fist full of them for you. No one touches my brother.
That's the spirit, girl. And you thought this town would be boring, eh, Grizz?
I'm getting too old for this.
Come on, then. I'll get my Gertrude back even if I have to tear this place apart. We waded into battle, fists flying. Kitzel managed to knock out the captain with one punch. The rest of the goons came for us, and I let loose, tossing one out the window while kicking another into the bar.
You still owe me for that window, Orland.
Yeah, and you still owe me for saving your village.
If I remember correctly, we barely managed to escape from that brawl.
Aye, and we held out as long as we could, but hightailed it out of there when there was a break in the action. That sister of yours led us right to the hunter's lodge, and they let us rest our bones for the night, hiding out from the town guard. I knew in that moment the only way to get my Gertrude back was to free this town from the tyranny of the council, and to beat that captain within an inch of his life.
And turn life for us upside down as we knew it.
Yeah, well, y'all turned out for the best. So a toast to my beloved Gertrude for bringing Grizz and I exactly where we need to be.
Thank you for listening to The Tale of Hunter's Bay, an original audio drama set in the Blackwood and produced by the Mythic Gazetteer, your guide to bright new worlds. Episode 2, The Errant's Tale, was written by Alex Goodman and Eli Kurtz and features the voice talent of Kate Booth, Elyse Dawson, Alex Goodman, and Arne Parrott, with supporting voices from Shelby Garrett, Eli Kurtz, and Jeff Newman. Our theme song is composed and performed by Arne Parrott. He can be reached at atptunes.com. Additional sound effects and music are sourced from Soundly. Find out more at getsoundly.com. To tell your own tales in the Blackwood, download a playtest copy of Errant Deeds, Tall Tales in the Blackwood, on drivethroughrpg.com or on itch.io. Now, go forth, errants, and walk the way's margin for yourselves.